Grand Prix. Hope you are doing well. Round 10 was Belgium, this time it's Italy. So let's see what we can do in this Italian Grand Prix. Let's see what action brings us here today. 20 drivers on the grid. We'll see what this race will do for us. There could be a lot of slipstreaming going on and DRS for this majority of the race, so expect that loads of action to happen today, and we'll see what people do on the strategy. So yeah, you're always still the championship leader. I expect a good battle between him and the Ginger, because the Ginger's pace is looking quite strong here, so hopefully, well not hopefully shall I say, but hopefully we can have a good race between the two, and let's see what he can bring us throughout this journey of the race. It is past, so we expect it to go any minute soon now. So let's go back to the championship standings then for round 10. So, as expected, Yori is still leading, and he's still got a significant lead over the Ginger in second place. Mickey Ulysses popped up into third. So he has just overtaken Blue Racer, who's into fourth. He had a DNF back in Belgium, so he could have maintained third place, but has dropped to fourth. Geordie the Scotsman is in fifth place in the championship. Alan Voir is in sixth. The Smoking Bandit in seventh. Crockett Gamer in eighth. Crypto in ninth. And Terror Racer rounded out the top 10. Lovecraft Meister in 11th. Laurie Quee in 12th. Chris in 13th. I can't really see his name. I can't see it. So Laggy Racer in 15th. Jeffman, I can't really see it. It's Black Vodka's in 17th. Timmets in 18th. Timmets, by the way, will not be here for the race as he's got problems with his PSN. So unfortunately for him, he is not participating for this race. And welcome, Racer. Leggy Racer, if I said it right or not. I don't know if it's Laggy or Leggy. He's still got to tell me which one it is. Laggy or Leggy, or which one do you prefer? I'll call you Laggy because I don't like saying Leggy. People who just joined the stream, welcome. Both, to be honest. So I'll call you Laggy then, because that's what I've called you throughout the whole time I've commentated. The majority of people are here are Dutch. We've got well, 3 British people, 4 actually, but 3 because I'm commentated, so I'm not part of it. 1 Finnish driver, Biculitsi, is that Polish for Chris? French driver, Cooley, Scottishman, Geordie, Crypto, Polish as well. I think we are soon ready to go, so it is past. Well, it's 3 minutes above past, so hopefully we can get going soon. We need to already up because it's above past. We've got to go soon. I don't know what we're waiting for, but I don't like it when leagues start like this. Expecting the Ginger has to have some good pace around Italian Grand Prix, as I've seen his qualifying pace. I'm just going to message why we're not ready up. There we go. Come on, let's go. Let's go. I always start the stream about 28 past or 29 past. I don't like to start it early because I don't like sitting in the lobby and having the awkward silence. But for about 5 minutes late. Oh, I always start the stream about 28, 29 past. Not very early because I don't like sitting in the lobby like this. But we're about 5 minutes late. Hopefully it doesn't happen next week. I don't know what's going on. I don't understand who we're waiting for or why we're sat in this lobby. But I've seen a message and someone's playing on Fortnite. So... too late if he's on Fortnite now because we're all starting to ready up. We've got Chazza here. We're waiting for him. Yeah, let's ready up, people. Let's go. The timer stopped again. Come on. What's happened so far? Come on, people. Let's go. I've got a race in about an hour's time, 2 hours time, so I don't want to miss it. It is the British Grand Prix. Come on, people, let's go. Where's the timer? How come it's not started? Come on, Chazza. There we go, there's the timer. Finally we started to get in. Whoever is late for this session, unfortunately you cannot get in because there's one more driver left and Toro Rosso. There we go for the Italian Grand Prix. Despite it being a short circuit, it is a tricky circuit to get through because there's some complex corners such as the Scari, and you got to keep the momentum going through there in order to get it right. Where else is there? Turn 3 and 4. That exit of turn 4 can be a bit tricky. You don't let the car drift out too wide. Turn 5, you make sure you want to stay in, as tight as possible so you don't end up on the grass. Turn 6, you got to be careful not to invalidate your lap through there. Take as much curb through there, but try not to invalidate your lap time in the process. Turn 1 and turn 2. Turn 1 and turn 2, you need to get your braking absolutely spot on. There we are then. And I thought it was raining for a second here. What tyre strategy will everyone go for? We're on a soft compound tyre, so I expect it to be a one stop, as some league races are. It's got to be a definite one stop here for the Italian Grand Prix. As the engines fire up, as they set foot onto the track, and we've got a Ferrari coming out on their home Grand Prix. Let's see how they perform. But their two drivers, Can Racer, I don't know who's the other one. Lanky Racer has gone onto the soft tyres. 3 drivers have gone onto the mediums, sorry, I meant to say mediums. Expect this to be a very good race as all the drivers now exit the pit lane and come onto the racetrack. Crockett Gamers in first. I don't know what order it goes into. There's the Jimmy then, fighting for the championship, one of the championship contenders, in second place. I think he won the Belgian Grand Prix. I don't really have a good memory, but it's definitely Yari or Yari or the Gigi who definitely won the Italian Grand Prix. No one else. He's currently in second place. And I know his lap times are very good around the Italian Grand Prix, so let's hope he can make amends to the championship lead for first place for Yari. Let's hope he can close the gap to him and make sure it's competitive throughout the season, because we don't want Yari to walk away with it. So as we come through the parabolic, a nice shot of cars entering the last part of the track. As we come through the parabolica shall I say. Speeds around 215 miles per hour. Across the line, and we are here to start the lap for the Italian Grand Prix. So the Gigi will be the first one to start his lap. We've got yellow to set to 3. As we come down, brake between the 150 metre board, take as much curb. You don't want to take much curb through the second corner. So he does a downshift. Careful on the throttle to minimise the wheel spin, coming through the curb grande. Take a nice wide line, you don't want to drift out too wide to minimise all your speed all the time. Come down into third gear, breaking the 100-metre board, take as much curb on the left and on the right. Be careful not to take it out wide, and there we are then, down into turn 5 we go. Swing it in after the 50-metre board, down into 4th gear to get the extra rotation, back onto the 5th. Swing it in on the 50-metre board yet again through the second Lesbo. Rest your car on the curb, DRS open for the short straight. As we head down to the Ascari chicane. There's a car ahead of him, hopefully he gets out of the way. Breaking the 100-metre board, take as much curb through the second part of the lap. Compromise himself a bit through there, but it's fine enough. You need momentum all the way throughout Ascari. Coming down his power grabber, he'll get a distant slipstream to himself and the Ferrari team ahead of him. Breaking the 50-metre board, down into 4th gear we go to the extra rotation, upshifted through the gears to minimise that wheel spin. On the exit of the corner, he'll get a distant turn between himself and the Ferrari ahead of him. His first lap time is a 19.4. Not so bad from the Ginger, will go ball with the racing point of Crockett Game. But Leggy Racer, Terror Racer's in second place, Leggy Racer's in third, but Leggy Racer's on those hards. And the man who's just gone quickest is Geordie with a 1:19.0, so we're almost in the 18s. We'll go back on board with Crockett Game, and where is he? He's down in 10th place, he's about to enter the final corner. Coming up through the gears as we cross the line, and we'll see what lap time he'll set. It's a 19.3. He puts him up he shares himself on the first row with Geordie. So good lap time for the Geordie there. The Ginger will be hoping for better. Terror Racer's teammates in 4th place, Can Racer's in 5th, and Crypto's in 6th. Alan Voss in 7th, Yori's in 8th. Guley, the Frenchman, has gone into 2nd place. It's a 19.3. Just clear ahead of Crockett Gamer, but slower than Geordie by 3/10. Blue Racers in 10th, the Smoking Bandits in 11th, Game Freaks in 12th, Laggy Racer, the only guy, well, 3 guys. One of the 3 guys, they spun it through Ascari. He went out wide and he went on the gravel and he's done a Grosjean. Will he rejoin the track safely? Nope, he resets the track. Joey Games in 15th, Laurie Crees is 17th. Chris has not started his lap time, he just came out of the pits along with the Mercedes as Kefbin, but he's still in the pits, so we'll go on board with Chris. That was his teammate, so hopefully he got out of the way for him and got him a good slipstream between himself and his teammate. Slipstream is key around here, so I expect some tactics going on between the drivers. Love that sound of the Honda engine as it decelerates. And Joey Games has got a 5-place grip penalty with Game Freaks. I've not seen that in qualifying before, but he's definitely made contact with him. But where? Onto that short straight, through Ascari we go. Breaking the 100-metre board. Take as much curb. Well, he doesn't take as much, but definitely take much of this curb. And kiss that curb on the exit to Ascari. Fully flat out on that back straight. Yellow flags through here, through sector 3. Crap, what happened to Laggy Gamer? Can Racers left the session. Coming through the final corner, we've got yellow flags through sector 3. And he sets a 20.6, it's up into 30th place. The Smoking Bandits on another lap. He's done 2 laps so far, that's soft compound tyre. Geordie's in the pits, so in fact nearly everybody's in the pits. There's 2 guys out, so that was their first runs. Everybody's still in the pits, but I think the Mercedes is coming out. Is that Kefman? Yes, it is Kefman, the only guy that's not set a lap time so far. So he's kept it. We'll have some nice decent track ahead of him, unless the guys will come out of the pits behind him. There's cars coming out of the pits. Geordie's on his out lap, so is Terror Racer in that Alfa Romeo. Geordie then, he's in the second corner, he's just exited the second corner. His pace looks good, but is it enough to defend from the Ginger? But what about Yori, the championship leader, down in 10th place. So that's not here where he will be able to be started. Blue Racer, on those medium compound tyres, the highest medium person. It is, so the highest medium. No, he's switched from softs, which was his best time, to the mediums. So does he reckon he can go faster than this soft tyre time? I've seen this in other leagues as well, it's actually quite worked out. So did he do a banker lap on those soft tyres? Can you get into the 90s or the mediums? It's possible, but it's unlikely too. So why has he got out of those medium compound tyres? Does he think he can improve, or is this another banker? Is he waiting for the tracking to evolve? There's many questions, but we'll find out. So here's Jordy then on his second attempt, coming through the parabolica. Yellow flags is set to 2. Alright then, so DRS is open, coming up to the first corner, over 250 miles per hour, breaking the, well, in between the 150 metre board and the 100 metre board, down into first gear we go. Takes it through first gear, upshifts to second to minimise that wheel spin on the exit. Take a tight line, you don't want to drift out too wide through the curve grande to minimise that time as you come down into turn 3 then. Same applies for turn 4, slow in, fast out, take as much curve through the first part, through the second part, and looks like someone's got in the gravel. So just not downshift into 4th gear then, as Joey Games gets nicely out of the way, coming through the second Lesbo. Ooh, out wide through the exit of the second Lesbo. DRS is open, coming up to 207 miles per hour. Down to 100 metre board, take as much curve through the first part and second part, and kiss the apex in the third part. You don't want to take too much curve, otherwise it will unsettle your car and it ruin the rest of your lap. So, coming through parabolica then. I did not look at the first and second sector time, so what will it be? Can he get into the 118s? A short run down the line, is it a 118 point? Oh, it's a 118.9. What amazing lap from Jordy in the McLaren. That's a 118.9, so the first man to get to 180s. Turn Racer went from 6th to 2nd. Ginger crossed the line to go 4th. Alavoir is in 3rd place. Gully then, we'll see what he could do. He's improved by 2 tenths, so this probably get him to the 19.1s. Cielo's just set to 3 yet again, but we'll come through the final corner with Gully and see what he can do. Yari got up to 2nd place, and it's a 190.0 from Gully. He's right on the cusp to get into 118s. He's just there, but not close enough. Yari, the championship leader, into 3rd. Turn Racer, I think he's just completed his lap. Yes, he has. Alavoir in 5th place. The Ginger is 6th place. The Ginger will not be happy because he knows he can go faster than that. Cocker Gamer in the pits. Can Racer in the pits as well. Crypto's in the pits. Blue Racer will go on board with him. Has he just completed his lap? I don't think he has. So coming through the second Lesbo, down into 4th gear, upshift to 5th gear. Yeah, I told you who's on those medium compound tyres there. They look like he's going for a big push lap. So what is his second sector like? Ooh, not too far away from his soft run. I don't know if that could be the validation or not, because he took loads of curb through the first part and the third part. There's traffic, loads of traffic ahead of him, all the way to up into Ascari, so I don't think they will bother him. There's quite a few cars behind him, as you can see in the background. He takes 0 through, so he's came back to the pits then, so he doesn't feel like he wants to complete the lap. There's Finley, I think he's new to the league. Let's see what pace he's got. In the Ferrari, he's currently 20.1, he's down in 12th place. So the top 7 in the pits. Can Racers came back out and he's on his out lap. Here's his brand new teammate Finley. Can Racer in Hungary was a reserve driver, but now he's a full-time driver, I think. Despite not using the ERS, look at the speed he can get up to. I don't know what fuel mix he's using, probably 3 or 4. There's his teammate right ahead of him. Can he get a good distance slipstream between himself and his teammate, who's up into 8th place? I don't think the slipstream will be enough though, so as he rounds the final corner to start his lap, his teammate will be ahead of him on his lap. You see yellow's just set to 3. Chris is retired from the session. Probably, I don't know, did he crash? It is in set to 3, so I expect it to be at the exit of Ascari. Down into 1st gear we go. He goes into neutral in the second corner. And he backs off, so instantly messed up his lap, unfortunately for him. Here's his teammate, up by 1/10. That's a good sign in the first set, to take loads of curb through the first and second part, slow in, fast out, get a good exit, and coming into the first Lesmo, not touching the corner but slightly drifted out wide, come to the second Lesmo, that is shifted to 4th gear. I recommend up shifting to 5th to ensure that you won't lose any traction through the car. Escar is not my favourite part of this track, but I like to see how other drivers take it. So take loads of curve through the first, not so much of the second for him. He kisses, well, don't exactly kiss, but so I've seen drivers take a Scari differently. They usually take loads of the first and second part of the Scari, they kiss the apex of the exit of the Scari, but it's different for Can. But will that improve his lap time? Coming through the final corner, can it be a 19? It's definitely going to be an improvement, and it puts him up into 6th place. It's a 19.2. Look at the gap between first and 9th, and he races the Toro Rosso at the pits as well. I want to see this by Yari, Guli and Jordi. So Yari is the closest to being on the lap, so go on board with him, or off board should I say. Speed round about 215 miles per hour. Braking at the 150 metre board, bring it down into 2nd gear on the first part, then bring it down into 1st gear on the second part. Upshifted through the gears to minimise the wheel spin. Lovely way to take the first and second corner. Yet again, do not drift out through the curb and guard to minimise that wheel at that time. And coming through, there's a bunch of traffic ahead of him. Will be that a distant distraction, I wonder. Looks like he didn't distract him, but he did get on the curb, and he picked up some gravel as well. As soon as you reach the 50 metre board, you turn straight away, unsettled on the rear, but he managed to catch the car. Going through the Escar chicane, breaking the 100 metre board, taking loads of curb through the second part, kiss the apex on the third, and he'll get a good tow between himself and that Renault ahead of him. I think it's a Renault anyway. Traffic is a problem around the Italian Grand Prix. He puts him up into 0, so does he feel like he messed up on the lap? Does he not feel secure about his lap? So we'll go on board with Jordi because he's closest to the line. He's on his out lap, so we'll go on board with Yuli. He's lost 4.2 seconds. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what the game says. He's still continuing on his lap, so we'll see if the game's wrong. Usually it's not wrong between the sector tyres, but I don't know if he made a mistake or not. The Ginger! I knew that time would be coming. It has gone quickest. It's a 180.7. 2/10 quicker than Jordi. He can be satisfied with that time, but what can this man Jordi do? Because he is on his lap. I think he's on his 3rd lap. Slow in, fast out for these 2 corners. Take as much curve as you can. Short shifting, full throttle, and we've got yellow flags to sector 2 at this particular part of the track, and that's a Ferrari. Now that could have been, yes, he validated it, so that's a definite distraction. I think the Ferrari could have got out of the way more there. I think he distracted Jordi and got him off wide, offline as well, so fortunately for him, he ain't got enough time. I think that's it for Jordi. How much fuel has he got in the car? It says he's got a red symbol. No, he hasn't. That's for someone to the pit. So has he got enough time? No, he hasn't. That's it for Jordi. But has he got enough fuel in the car for going another lap? How much fuel did he put in that car? We're about to find out. We've got some drivers on the out laps: Toe Racer, Alivor, Can Racer, and Crockett Gamer. Jordi, is he come back to the pits? No, he's not. So he'll stay on that set of tyres and complete 4-second attempt. But the thing is though, if he does improve on this lap time, he will start on those set of tyres which have done 2 laps. If he stays on this lap, it takes it through 1st gear, through the 1st and 2nd corner. Yellow flags is set to 2. But now he's done 2 full lap times, do you think it will probably affect his strategy coming into the race, knowing that he's done about 3 laps, and the formation lap of course? This is where he validated it. He's done it much better this time, but unsettled on the rear, slightly an exit. He's got a few cars ahead of him, and I don't know if that will distract him. He's not using DRS. He has not used a DRS. He's 710 soft, so that's not going to be an improvement. So I think, unless Yari, Terra Racer, Alan, Khan, Quacker Gamer, I don't think Crypto will get it. And he should have flags everywhere. So we'll go on board with Yari then. Let's see what he can do. He's on his last lap. Going down into the first corner, 100 metre board, or 150 shall I say. Takes loads of curb on the first and second corner. He kisses the second corner because you don't want to take too much curb through there, because he can bounce you off into the gravel. And he's backed off. He's retired as well. So was that a validation? I wonder, because after that there was nothing wrong with that. There's Terra Racer. So the Ginger is looking like he's the pole favourite for this Italian Grand Prix, unless Terra Racer can stop him. And Alain Voir. Alan will come down the final corner. Let's see what he can do. Can he get into the 118s? Can he beat the Ginger? Can he do it? No, he's up into 4th place. So he shares the second row, unless can push him off. And Terra Race is retired as well, so he's not satisfied with his lap. We'll see what lap time can do. He comes into the pit, so that won't be an improvement. Crypto. Blue Racer. Blue Racer's outside the top 10. I would have thought his pace would be better than this. He's up into 8th, so he shares the 4th row with Can Racer. Crypto, 2/10 in the middle sector, so he's improved. But where will he push it up to? The highest he can get is 10th if he keeps on this pace. He can gain more time through the Parabolica, but what will it be? Can he get inside the top 10? Finley's just outside the top 10. Mick Ulysses on the cusp of getting knocked out. Oh, he's gone very wide through the Parabolica. And he's backed off. Laurie Quee, he's gone wide, and he comes into the pits. I think he got full wind damage because that looks like an odd turning point. So it is then the Ginger who's on pole and he misses the pits. It is then the Ginger who was on pole position for this Italian Grand Prix, ahead of Geordie who could not improve. And then the Ginger, 1st place, 2/10 ahead of Geordie. Cutie in 3rd place, Alan in 4th, Yari in 5th, Terra Racer in 6th, Can in 7th, Blue Racer in 8th, Crocker Game in 9th, Mick Ulysses, 10th place, Finley, Crypto, Smoking Bandit, Laggy, 5th, Jory, Game Freaks, Chris, Laura Quee, Jeff, Kefman, and who's in 20th place because there were 20 drivers in this lobby. The guys outside the top 10 can start on a brand new set of softs or mediums, but I don't think they'll go to the hards unless they'll go for that very long stint, which I don't think is right to do. The softs could go about 10 laps for sure, so I don't think the hard you want to go on the hard compound tyres because you will lose a lot of time. The E-League owner cannot race today due to his PSM problems. So it looks like everybody in that qualifying session were on the soft tyres. Nobody opted to go on the medium tyres. But will the drivers outside the top 10 make that change to go to the mediums? We'll find out on this graphic on the left hand side. And yes, they have. Finley, 10th place. Now I swear down he set his time on the softs. No, Mick Ulysses got at 1 place. Someone must have had a 5-place grid penalty. Yes, they did, because I remember that. So someone has had a 5-place grid penalty. It's for crashing into someone else. I remember that through the early stages to qualify. So Finley in 10th place on the mediums. Crypto in 11th on the mediums. Oh, it was Can Racer. Can Racer was the one who got his penalty. He collided with someone, but I can't remember who exactly. Chris has gone to the mediums, and so has Laggy Racer. Laggy Racer's down in 18th position. So where did he actually start then? Will it tell me? It'll totally tell me the race, not the qualifying. Laggy Racer did not start in 19th place, I reassure you that. But I cannot wait to see how the first corner will go. First corner incidents we had in 2011. It was Antonio Liuzzi who caused that incident between Nico Rosberg and who else was it? It was Vitaly Petrov as well. 2012, that wasn't so bad. I can't remember it exactly. First lap incident's always going to happen at the Monza Grand Prix. The Ginger will be most vulnerable coming out of turn 1 as everybody's trying to slipstream him. The Geordie's going to be looking interested though. But which one has better starts? Ginger versus Geordie. Geordie will have the outside line coming into turn 1, depending if you... And there's a Toro Rosso with the wall in the background. Don't know what happened there. That was a beautiful shot of all the drivers. As they all make their way to the grid. Jesus, can't speak. Surprisingly, nobody's been disqualified from this formation lap, so everyone will have fresh, warm tyres, especially the medium runners, because they take time to warm up. So everybody will have those fresh, hot tyres coming onto the grid at the start of the race. Extra grip, and we'll find out to see who will lead into turn 1. Any first lap drama? Here's a better camera angle. Yari's left the session the championship leader, so he must have lagged out of the fires lights. It is. Lights out and away we go. I think the Ginger has got a better start, but it looks like the Williams in third place. It's got a better start, and it is Gulli who leads into turn 1. Well, before turn 1, shall I say, as the McLaren and Alfa Romeo go side by side coming down to turn 1. Oh, the Geordie's just hit the Williams as his teammate Blue Racer is looking to go down the inside, but it looks like it's been all safe through turn 1. Has anyone crashed? Don't think so. So the Ginger leads out of Gulli, but he'll have the slipstream coming down into turn 3. Tucked in right behind him. Let's see if he will make a move. The other Williams, Alan Waugh, interested in Geordie. And Alfa Romeo cuts the corner. His teammate Terra Racer has just cut the corner massively, and he also gets a 3-second stop-go penalty for good measure. That'll serve at his next pit stop on the medium tyres, depending if he'll go on there or not. And we'll see at the back of the grid if anyone is looking to make moves. Oh, it looks like there's 2 drivers crashed. There's 2 drivers crashed. There's been a massive crash. That's Yari. That's the championship leader. He has crashed with another driver. He left the session, but he's lost his front wing completely. So we'll have to get back to the pits to see. But that's done massive damage to the championship. Despite having himself a massive lead, the Ginger could bring that down massively in this fight. Gulli 1/10 behind Geordie, coming to the penultimate corner. We'll have the slipstream, no DRS yet because that's on lap 3. Laggy Racer between himself and Laurie Quee. Looks like he got a bit of front wing damage judging by the way he was turning there. But we'll go back on board with the top drivers as Terra Racer has just been overtaken. Now he comes back to fight on the outside. Finley is ahead of Terra Racer. Terra Racer has dropped and Finley is up into 6th place. Yellow flags are set to 1. So whereabouts is set to 1 then? Nowhere yet. The Ginger, Yari, being unlucky, it looks like he clipped someone. Got a wide exit, clipped someone. But what happened to Gulli? He's now fighting with Geordie. He's spun. Geordie has spun. He's in the wall. And he's lost part of his front wing as well. So that's another top driver being compromised. It looks like he tried to go down the inside. It's the first Lesmo. But it looks like, I think, Gulli did not leave him enough room. He's definitely got front wing damage because I saw Carmen coming off the car. He's been swamped by the field. He's down in 10th. He's definitely got front wing damage. You can see on the right end plate, he's going to lose a lot of downforce in this Scottish cane. And he's losing a lot of positions as well, so he'll have to come into the pits. Chris is trying to make a move on Smoking Bandit, but we'll go ball with Ginger though, because he's going to be under pressure. He's got a bit of a gap to stay safe between himself and Ghoulie. The DRS is enabled, so more overtakes will be happening. Isle of War's under pressure for Blue Racer. Further back we've got the Force India and the Ferrari. Cocky going down the inside of the Ferrari and Finley. Miculisi is ahead of Crypto. Oh, it looks like a bit of contact between turn 1 and turn 2. Laggy Racer versus Joey Games. I think Laggy Racer got pushed off the track and Joey Games has just got ahead of him, but now coming down to turn 3, they'll fight it out as Jordy's in the pits on the hard compound tyres. That is turn 3 we go. Still side by side, but I think Corey Gaines got massively compromised coming to the next corner. It's just been swamped by the Ferrari and possibly the Racing Point, but the Racing Point just stays behind. Yori in a lonely 20th position, 19th position shall I say. The Ginger still under pressure from the Frenchman in second place. Can Race has just made a move on himself. And the Toro Rosso. Can Racer has just moved up positions despite getting that 5-second drop. That's the driver in the wall. It's Crypto. Crypto's in the wall. He spawned at the exit of the. Is that 2 cars? No, I thought that was 2 cars which crashed with him. So he spawned at the exit of Escari. Now Ghoulie has DRS. Will he make moves down into turn 1? Is he close enough? Not quite. As we head down into turn 1. So dramatic race so far, but no first lap incident. Yeah, I think there was a first lap incident, but no first lap corner incident, shall I say. Surprisingly. We've had it later on the first lap. Finley tucked in behind Terror Racer. Finley, the highest medium runner in 7th place. So he's done a good job so far. He started outside the top 10. Gained 1 position in qualifying because of the 5-place grid penalty one of the drivers had. You're over there, the championship leader. What can he do from this moment of point? He hopes for a safety car. I don't think his raw pace and talent can give him the points, because I think he's got to do a 2-stop and he's on the hard compound tyres, which probably slow him down even more. The top 2 then, separated by 3 tenths. Further behind is teammate Guel Allen in 3rd place. Blue Racer is under pressure from the Racing Point. Gokka Gamer. Tow Racer using all of the track there and even more than he should be doing, and he's probably got a warning for good measure as well. Miculisi down in 8th place. Smoking Bandit down in 9th. Chris down in 10th. Can Racer down in 11th. Laggy Racer is just about to be overtaken by the Renault, and he is overtaken by the Renault, but there's a battle going on for 1st place still. The gap's 2 tenths. Closing down, but still can't make the overtake as we head down into turn 1. Further behind, Jordy's retired from the session, so unfortunately for him, he will not be continuing. And the Toro Rosso just had to cut the corner massively there, because he would have smashed into the back of the Renault. The Ginger still in 1st place, ahead of Guel. The 2 Williams in 2nd and 3rd. Unfortunately not in real life, but the Williams is all over the back of the Alfa Romeo, still can't overtake him despite having DRS. And the Williams is under pressure by both Racing Point and McLaren. It will be the DRS train. The Laggy Racer and the Renault are still going at it, by the way. There they are, still side by side through the second Lesbo. You would never see that in real life, or you would expect to see it in the game either. And the Jory Games has got DRS, and he will make the overtake on Laggy Racer. Those two had a good old scrap down in 12th place on 13th. They've been 5-star quite a lot, despite it's like 5 already. The Laggy Racer almost lost the car there. He managed to regain his composure, and off he goes. And there's a battle going on for 1st as Ghoulie has got past the Ginger. We head down into turn 1, but further behind you can see the other Willie is being under pressure. The Racing Point goes down the inside of McLaren, Blue Racer, and he's made the move stick. So he's up into 4th place. But the McLaren will have slipstream, but what about the 1st and 2nd though? They're still having a battle. There they are. Down the inside the Ginger goes. He's ahead for the moment at least, but what about the Racing Point? He's ahead of the McLaren still. Ghoulie gets a much better exit, but Ginger goes defensive and he cuts him off to make any overtake happen. But he will have DRS on this short straight, and the Ginger's teleported back into him. Like he basically gets a 3-second time penalty. He's already seen him cut the corner once down the turn 1. He's probably done that again. Late braking. Gooley goes up into first place. Nice move from Gooley there. Ginger saving his EOS for the main straight. But the Ginger, he should, if he was smart, he would wait. But he's going to go down the inside anyways. But he'll have DRS because he was behind him through the DRS protection point, so he'll still have DRS. But Gooley's ahead for the moment at least. But look at this. It's a slipstream. It's a drag race down into turn 1. The Ginger having the support of DRS. As you can see, the racing point, the Crocket's got past the Williams before the first corner, and he's up into third place. Nice move from Crocket Gamer in the racing point. And we can see in the background the Ferrari versus Red Bull. The Red Bull's just ahead of Can Racer. Ferrari not holding a good Grand Prix, but look at this. Game Freaks versus Laggy Racer. He forces him off the track, and he gets a penalty. That's unfair. That's definitely unfair. He forced him off the track. He left him no room. I wouldn't say forced him off the track, but he could at least give the position off. He could at least give the position back. That was a harsh penalty. Can Racer gets a penalty. The Ginger's still under pressure from Gooley there, but that's Codemaster's logic. He left him no room for turn 2, so he had to cut the track. Where could he go? Could he force his way to turn 2 and pushed him off the track? I don't think so, but that's logic from Codemaster there. That's a harsh penalty. The least he should have given him is let him through. Again, then it would be all sorted. But a 3-second time penalty. Come on. That's so harsh. I think he will get that removed because it's definitely caught on stream. If he doesn't have it on evidence or not, but it's definitely caught on stream, so no problems there. But around the outside goes Gooley. Will Ginger fight it out? Nope, he cannot do it. But he's gone off the track. He outbraked himself. He did a Charles Leclerc and allowed Ginger to get back through. But they both made contact. And at the start second, I thought they pushed each other off the track. So Gooley's done a Charles Leclerc and outbraked himself. Surprise! Looks like Gooley did get a penalty for that, so that was fair. He didn't get pushed off the track, but did get a penalty. So we've got yellows who set to 1. That's the Renault who's just taken the optimal escape route. I said, Jesus Christ, I can't speak today. What's happening? Yellows just set to 2. I think something dramatic happened. Is that a Red Bull lost some of his end plate? Side by side through the first Lesbo between himself and the Ferrari. This is my worst commentary I've done. Excuse me for this. I don't understand what's happening. Ridiculous. He's just had a back exit through the second Lesbo, and I think he's got full wind damage. Oh my goodness! What is happening between himself and Mickey Litsy? He has got a bit of full wind damage, but there's more drama down in sector 2. But never mind that now, because there's a battle going on for first place, and the first guy to pull the trigger is Gooley. He's coming to the pits. Can he undercut all 4 of these drivers? They're all in a DRS train as we head down to the first corner. So yeah, sorry about my stutter problems. I don't understand what's going on today. I'm not tired, it's just I don't know what's going on. The highest media runner is Finley. He could possibly take these tyres out to lap 18 and fit a set of softs on. But the work he needs to do is fix his EOS, because he needs to do some EOS saving. And Tow Racer going slightly wide through the exit of the corner, but he's ambiguously will rejoin in 15th. There is Yari. Will Yari get their jump on him? Yes, he will. Gooley's just got past Laggy Racer. That was crucial because he didn't want to get hold up behind him. Cocky Game will probably have a warning for that, going out wide through the Escargot chicane. Tucked in behind the slipstream, and Yari's left the session. So has he given up? There he is. Has he given up? Does he realise? Does he think that he cannot get any more positions? And Crocker Gamer, and I thought he would go into the pits, but he's not. But the Williams is. Alan's just came to the pits, but will Crocker Gamer overtake the Ginger as we head down into turn 1? that's... I don't think he would have cut the corners to get a penalty. It definitely did not leave enough room, but it could have been way worse than it should have been. The Cocker game could have fought for turn 2, but it's close racing. Slightly twitchy on the exit, but Cocker Gamer saves it. Yellow's just sent to one yet again. We'll see who that is. And that is Laurie Quee. You have 500 subs. Can you shout me out? And congratulations, by the way, for 500 subs. So the first pit stop just happened between the two Williams. Cooley's got ahead of Alan Vore. And he's 3 seconds behind. So that tells me that it looks like Cooley's going to undercut. But if he stays behind the Renault, he will probably... And Kefber's retired. Get hold up, but now he's making a move on the Renault. That's what happens when you pit early. You remember playing F1? I don't recognise your name on YouTube. And the top 3 have came into the pits. Yeah, I don't recognise your name on YouTube. Yeah, I probably do remember, but not your name. And Finley then is up into first place because he's stayed out because he's on those medium tyres, so we can extend the stint. I'll probably go to lap 18 to pit for the soft compound tyres. Oh, yes, I remember playing with you. Yes, of course I remember. Of course I remember. Cooley's just got past the Red Bull of Chris, and... Where is he? Where are they? Where are they? There they are. The Ginger has got ahead of Alan Vore. But they're fighting down into turn 2. And Alan Vore has just maintained his position on Crockett Gamer. Now the Ginger's going to have to work his way back up to pass the other Williams, who is up into 3rd place. The undercut has worked, but was it worth it? He had to fight his way through traffic. Our Ginger will have to fight his way through traffic. Joey Games is ahead of him. He's just got a touch wide and had touched his wheel onto the grass, or shall I say gravel. Yeah, hello, how are you, OP Juicy? Nice to see you, by the way. The only guy, well, not the only guy, but the highest medium runner is up into 1st place. He's got good pace on him. The gap's 10 seconds, and the Ginger has made a move on the Renault. Crockett Gamer versus the Williams. Down the inside! No, 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 no! Oh my goodness me. That was so risky from the racing point there. They could have ended both races, but he gets a much better exit cut out, so Scar chicane, and he's side by side with him. A wheel bagging going on. I don't know how much room do you want, mate? How much room do you want? The Smoking Bandit's got a penalty for smoking in the pit. Smoking in the pit lane. Speed in the pit lane. Jesus, what is wrong with me today? And the Williams and Racing Point are still side by side with each other. Coming down this turn 1, there's a hand gone up between himself and the Racing Point, and it looks like the Racing Point will stay ahead, but the Williams will be tucked in between the slipstream and will probably get ahead of him depending how close he can get. But look at his ERS, look at the ERS. He needs to start saving his ERS because he will not make any moves if his ERS stays like this. Will the Renault make it ahead of him? Mickey, let's see. Just ahead of him. But the Ginger is 1/10 behind Chris. He needs to make this overtake. Chris is not really fighting him. No! Oh no! No! Oh my goodness! No! Oh! I can't believe what's just happened. I cannot believe what happened. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Come on. Oh. I could literally just burst into tears right now. But the good news is now the Williams is making a move on Blue Racer. That is terrible. I can literally just cry right now. I don't know why I'm gonna cry. Oh, goodness me. Oh, I don't understand what's just happened. Anyways, that is turn 3. Blue Racer has the inside line, but still around the outside is the Williams. I could already see the ginger shouted. But where is Yari's dad in 11th place? He's rejoined the session. I was about to say, if the both drivers don't score points, it won't make it much of an impact. But it will make it harder for Ginger because he's running out of races to try and close the gap, if you know what I mean. Yari's outside the points, but he's definitely going to make another pit stops because I doubt he can make those to the end. But I can see, I could already see the Ginger absolutely raging. I really wanted the Ginger to win. It's not me being biased, but he deserves it because all the stress he's gone through this season in the race, all the mistakes he's made in the race. Blue Racer around the outside, going down into turn 1 into turn 2. This is proper good racing. I think he can get a much better. Oh my goodness me! Tow Racer trying to get involved and he almost took the 2 out. So who's going to win this race then? Looks like Gully has got us in the bag. The guy ahead of him has not pitted yet. He looks in a comfortable position and he will go on the softs at the end of this race. I feel sorry for the Ginger man, I honestly do. He started on pole position, made no mistakes throughout the race, and yeah, that happens. The Alfa Romeo though, his teammate, the Ginger's teammate, could still pick up constructors' points. I wanted this championship to be an exciting one between Yari and the Ginger. As we head down into turn 1, Alan Vaughan down the outside, but Blue Racer outbreaks him. It's turn 1 and turn 2. Secures the position just for the moment at least, but the Williams will pick up the slipstream. I'll try and overtake him into the third corner as we onto the Curva Grande. Tow Race has dropped back significantly, but no overtaking manoeuvres have been happening. But we'll go further back down the field. Torres was in the pits, and I thought there was a battle going on. There is Finley then, he's still not pitted. When will he decide to pit to go onto the softs? I hope he does not go into the hards because that'll be a waste of strategy. So lap 16 then he'll have 11 laps, well 10 laps because he will come to the pits. If he comes to the pits at the end of this lap, he'll have 10 laps of those softs, and that's what they'll do anyway. Plus the fuel load will get lighter, and the track will start to evolve, and more grip will be can I get the words out today? What is going on? The track will be rubbing in. That's not hard to say, Jamie. What's going on with Tow Racer? He was looking to go down the inside of Blue Racer, but stays behind him. I can imagine the Ginger raging inside the party. I know he's in the party, but Alan Vaughan slightly got on the gravel there, but it hasn't compromised him too much. I can already imagine the Ginger raging in the party. I know he's in the party, but I don't know which one. He must be raging. Yari must be happy because that stopped him reducing the gap in the championship. But Yari's got 1 point so far, so if he stays like this, he'll increase his championship lead by 1 point. There he is, down in 10th place. Yellow's just set to 1. Let's see what it is and who it is. Nobody, so it's just for a brief moment there. So we already know that Yari's going to come into the pits again. I don't know where he can finish in this race. Can he possibly finish in the top 10? I bet the Ginger's watching this, hoping that Yari don't score any more points. Down the inside goes Blue Racer. Outbreaks himself into turn 1, compromised him to turn 2, but gets a good exit to turn at the exit of turn 2. So as they go side by side, not exactly side by side. Turn Racer looking very interesting, but he can't make the move. No, 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 no! He spun. Oh, they hit each other. The Turn Racer and the Williams, and I think Blue Racer should have left a bit more room there because he knew the Williams was on the inside. I know people will say, well, it's his line to take, but still, he needs to give a bit more room than that because incidents like this will happen. Alan Watt, well, I don't think he got much pay from that because he has an offside part for him. But the worst that came out of it is the guy that did not get involved in the 2 scraps. It was Turn Racer because he hit him, no chance to avoid him, and he hit him. So that'll compromise his race. And he will have to pit for a brand new front wing and probably a brand new tyres as well. Finley's finally in the pits. Where will he rejoin? I say he rejoined in 5th place. That's the main place I think he rejoined in, 5th. He doesn't really want to rejoin in traffic from 7th downwards, as you can see there. Turn Racer's in the pits. There he is then, in a good 4th position. He started in 11th place, but someone had a 5th place grid chop, so he started in 10th. Now he's up into 4th. It's been a fantastic race for him, he kept out of trouble. He's up into 4th. Can he catch the Williams of Alan? Now Alan will have a bit of overheated tyres because he did that half spin. Well, 9 laps to go of this race then. Will there be a battle between Finley and Alan? Can the Tifosi get what they want? Maybe not a win, but a podium. His teammates just behind him, so 4th and 5th. Teammates had a difficult race because I think he started 16th if I'm not wrong. He definitely started somewhere there. He started in yellow sector 2. Who is it? It's the Renault of Jory. He's did a Lewis Hamilton back in 2010. He spun. And he respects the other drivers by not coming back onto the track, so respect to him there. But his race will be ruined, and that allowed Jory to get up into 8th place. And that's not what the Ginger wants to see if he's watching this. Yeah, so what was I saying before? Yeah, so he started 12th place. He's up into 5th. It's been a good race between the 2 Ferraris. Could have been better if Finley and Cam Racer got inside the top 10. I'd not had the 5th place grid chop. And I think Jory's had another problem as he's going slow. Yari, will he decide to pit? How can the hards go to the end? He pitted on lap 1. 2, sorry. He pitted on lap 2. Can he take these hards to the end? If he can take these hards to the end, it'll be a massive drop off. Because Terry Race is on brand new soft tyres, so it'll be very expected for him to close the gap and overtake him. If he doesn't, I'll be amazed. I'll be surprised if he can't close the gap and overtake because he's on those brand new softs. This man now dominated the race ever since the Ginger crashed. He undercutted them and got ahead of them on the pit stops. Now he's up into 1st. You asked yourself the question, if the Ginger didn't crash, could there be a battle between the 2 drivers? There's loads of ifs and buts, but unfortunately it will not happen. I would love to see this battle between the top 2. But it looks like Gulli, the Frenchman's got this in the bag now, because Blue Racer 30.5 seconds off the pace, so I don't think he's got the pace to try and catch up. Alivor, we know he spun. And Finley could still get a podium, but he needs to focus on saving his ERS. That's the main issue for Finley. He keeps activating it in the wrong places. Put it through 0 down here, all the way down to first and the second Lesbo. Put it up 2 or 3, which he has done. Put it up to 2 or 3, or stay at 0. Yeah, he's put it up to 3 now. Don't put it to 4. Yeah, so he needs to focus on saving that EOS because it's very crucial, especially this track. McCulloch has left the session. He's up into 7th, so I've heard he's had a few leggy issues, but I don't think he's left because he rage quit. So let's hopefully he can come back. But Toe Race is catching Yori at a fast rate of pace. And he's joined back, so which is a good sign. Alan needs to keep an eye out if he wants to stay on that podium. We've got yellow set to 3. Who is it? Nobody. Taylor has just set the fastest lap of the race. Yari's got up into 7th place. Who's just pitted? Mickey Litzy. He's on the softs, so he's just given another position away to Yari. He'll be scoring 6 points now, so if he stays like this, which I doubt because Toe Race is coming out fairly quickly, if Yari can get 6 points ahead of him in the championship, I don't think he'll be bothered. But there's another question asked: if Yari did get crashed out, well, if he didn't get involved in the first lap incident, because I don't know what happened exactly. I don't know if it was his fault, or the other driver's fault, or it was a driver error, which forced him to crash into another driver. And he's left again, Mickey Litzy. So expect a battle popping up to 7th and 3rd place. Both Alfa Romeos not having a good day. One of them was crashed out and the other got involved in an incident where he should have been. This man though kept it nice and clean and got out of all the drama. Where did he start in fact? 3rd place. He had a fantastic start of the race. He got up into 1st, then in the first corner got snatched off him by the ginger. The fact that he got up into 1st place before the first corner amazed me. Laggy Race has just overtaken Chris before the straight. And look at this, the Toe Race has caught up to the back of Yari. Yari will be under pressure, but if he's smart enough, I don't think he'll fight this out too hard because this battle, I don't think this will be an easy overtake for Toe Race. I doubt that Yari will fight this off too much. Whether he's desperate to stay in 7th place or not, I'm still intrigued to know if Yari can still make it to the end of the race, because I don't know if the medium tyres can do 25 laps. Should I say the hards, sorry. Can the hards do 25 laps? Easy overtake for Toe Racer. Yeah, easy overtake for him, so he's up into 7th place. But there'll be battle for 2nd soon because the Finley, the Ferrari driver, has caught up to Alan, 1.2 behind. If you just joined us with this race, Yari's left the session. And he came into the pits. So has his AI decided to come into the pits? And he's joined back. He's got onto the soft tyres as well, so he's probably going for that fastest lap. There's Laggy Racer, so will he rejoin ahead of him? Yes, he has. And so has the Red Bull behind him. The Red Bull's going to make an overtake. Switch his moves. I think that's a late manoeuvre between himself and the Toro Rosso. Takes loads of curb at the first corner. Big Ulysses is rejoined ahead of him. And he's rejoined right behind the Renault. So let's see what Yari can do then for 12th place. He's got 3 laps to make moves on these drivers. The first one started with the Renault. Chris has got a time penalty. He got a better exit than the Renault, and he pulls out to make a move on the first Lesmo on the inside. A lovely move, but we've got a yellow flag somewhere. Where is the yellow flag? Nowhere. Oh, the worst part about it though, if Yari catches up to the back of the Toro Rosso, it could be in a DRS trade, which he might not want. It'll be easy prey for the Red Bull because he's on the hard tyres, but the other Red Bull, oh, Mickey, let's see. If Chris is smart enough, he will let his teammate through because he's a brand new set of hards, mediums. Ooh, what's happened there? And I'm sorry about my speech problems because I don't know what's happened. The Toro Rosso is everywhere on the show. Oh, he just pushed him into the wall. Oh, shall I say he almost pushed him to the wall. What's the Red Bull doing? What was that from the Red Bull? He almost, if that was in real life, that would be instant disqualification and push him into that wall. That was so dangerous. I don't understand why would you do that. That was very dangerous. Yarina is caught up to the back of the Toro Rosso driver for 10th place, that final point position. He's got DRS, should make it easy. Oh, easy overtake on the Red Bull. Toro Rosso. Oh, what is wrong with me today? A big apologies to everyone. This is my. Oh, I might as well stop talking. But the battle for third place though, because look at that, Finley's caught up to the back of him, and if he keeps making mistakes like that, going into the gravel, there's a less likely chance of getting on the podium. Where will he make his overtake? He's put it into 0, and he's got more ERS than Aaron. Head down into the Score chicane. This is where he should have more grip than him. Yari is very close to the Red Bull. Down the inside on the Red Bull. Can he do it? No, he cannot. But look at the ERS. He's running out of ERS massively. But 2 laps to go. If he wants the podium, he has to do it. He has to make that overtake happen. And Yari expected has just made a move on the Red Bull and up into 9th place, so that's 2 more points he's got on his belt to try and extend that championship lead. Oh, I can't keep mistakes like this happening. He has to get this overtake done. And Guli's just set the fastest lap on the last lap. But I think that'll be taken away from him if Yari or Mikulisi can beat that. Vulnerable to defend. Here he comes. Oh, that's his chance gone. That has Finley. That's his chance gone. I think he was a bit too over. I think he overreacted. He should have. I don't know what he should have done, to be honest. Whether he was right to cut that curb or not. That was his last chance, though, to try and overtake him. Mikulisi set the fastest lap of the race. We go yellow to sector 2. Who is it? There's a last lap battle going on between Terror Racer and the Smoking Bandit. Terror Racer's beautifully made around the outside, but it doesn't matter because in first place this man has dominated the second part of the race. Joey Gates is retired on the last lap, and he comes across the line to finish in P1 for the Frenchman. Second place is Blue Racer. He will come across the line to finish in second place, the Italian Grand Prix. Alan finishes in third, and Finlay has dropped back dramatically, and he finishes in fourth place. There is Can in the other Ferrari. Quite a race from Can. He will come across the line to finish in P5. Terror Racer, 6th place. Smoking Bandit in 7th place. Mickey Ulysses has just joined the session. Not much Yari could have done in this race after the first lap collision. As Mickey Ulysses will come across the line to finish a P9, P8 and Yari P9. Chris, 10th place. Someone's just crashed. Laurie Quee, finish is in P11. And that's it. First part of the race was exciting, but that's it for Julie has done it, the Frenchman. So there's the Frenchman finishes at first, ahead of Blue Racer, ahead of Alan, Finley in 4th, Cal in 5th, Smoky Bandit in 6th, Tow Racer 7th, Mickey Ulysses 8th, Yari 9th, and outside, just right outside the top 10 is Laurie Quee. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Please tune in for the next round. Round 12, don't know where it is though, and FRL for 6:30 next week on Friday. Tune in then, but for now, we'll see you later.